Dude, I love that intro, man. Bruce, you knocked it out of the park with that awesome intro.
That intro is
Love
awesome.
it. Yeah. Welcome, everybody. Welcome to the AMC Live Cast. This is your host, Mike, the Scale Model Outlaw, and of course, our fellow host,
Jason from KRD.
and
How's
our good
everybody
friend.
doing tonight?
Hope all is well. Of course, we have our awesome producer, Bruce from Bruce's Eclectic-World. He's in the background and said he was going to watch the chat tonight.
Come on,
And
Bruce, show yourself.
yeah, show your face, pretty boy.
Let's pop in real quick.
There he is. There's
We're
that awesome
echoing,
producer.
guys. We're echoing, guys. Somebody's got their speakers on.
Not me.
Echoing, guys. We're echoing, guys.
Is it still doing it? Nope. All right. But anyway, hope everybody had a good week, or thus far a good week. Tomorrow's Friday, TGIF. Thank God it's Friday.
Absolutely.
We don't have any surprise guests this week. We're just going to do some good old garage talk. Talk about definitely got to talk about the group builds that are going on, what's going on in the hobby world, what you might be doing, what Bruce is doing, what Jason's doing, what I'm doing. I'll kick the ball first. If I'm being completely honest with you, I haven't had a chance all week to sit down at my workbench, and I'm jonesing. And I did. Work's been crazy. Put a bunch of new people on me, so it's 6 o'clock in the morning till 6:30, 7 o'clock at night. We're trying to move dirt and train people and have fun. I ain't complaining. It's better than what I used to do. At least I get paid for every minute I'm at work.
Yeah, 100%.
So speaking of group builds, do what?
You've had an extremely busy week.
Yeah, it's been really crazy. I did get some time to sit in on a couple Discords for a little while, a couple nights this week, but I haven't had a chance to do. I think I might have done a little bit of wet sanding on the 67 Charger build for Coast to Coast, but other than that, I hadn't done nothing. Over the weekend, I did get some bench time on Sunday, and was able to put one of the seat belts in my on the passenger seat of the interior of the 67. But other than that, really hadn't done much. I hadn't even made a video. I haven't made a video since my stash ad video when I got that stuff from you, Jason. So it's time to make a video. I know I've been slacking on that, but this new work thing, I don't like
cutting into your model shop time.
Yeah, right. Getting in the way of my hobby time. We got to get started on the. I've been fiddling a little bit with the Iceman chassis to fit it under the Dart. This is the 69 Camaro Iceman chassis. Had to do some modifications to it to get it to fit under there, and I got it to where it fits. I'm not 100% happy with it, but it would work the way it is. But we'll keep on tinkering with that. But group builds. I haven't even started on Jason's group build yet. I think I got till December to get that done. I want to have the 67 done by the time we go to Acme, because y'all know that Acme's coming up the 26th of this month. If you guys are going to Acme, that'd be cool to see y'all there. Who all? I'm watching the chat. Who all is going to Acme this year? There's Scale Fag, there's Joe from Big Sky, Sluggo, Rick.
What's up, Chuck? There's Paul, Billy.
Brian's in here. Brian, prayers with you, my friend. Sam's Model Mayhem, Chuck, Sluggo, there's all kinds of people in the town.
Oh, yeah, Sam's Model Mayhem, yeah. There's Bob.
King Bob, what's up, King Bob?
Yeah. There's Mark.
Mr. Mark, how you doing, dude? We were just talking about you, Mr. Mark, right before the show. Jason, you want to tell Mr. Mark about the conversation we had right before the show started?
Mark, we want to get you committed, because the detail on that 132nd car is just, man, awesome. Stellar. Wow. That's amazing. Yeah, kudos to you. Man, there's a lot of people in the chat. Mark Casto, have we seen him before?
Yep, seen him.
Okay, cool. How about you, Bruce? How was your week so far? You're still ticking. That's good, right?
Well, I went to 2 different doctor's appointments this week, and I spent 3 hours sitting at the dealership Monday because Pumpkin is in the shop again. She's having a split personality. Cold air on the driver's side, hot air on the passenger side. Vehicles.
Yeah.
Plastic or real, it doesn't. They're a pain in the butt. This is my USAC.
What's up, Billy Strange?
Yeah,
I'm working on that part, and there's my duster.
She's
Love
definitely
that
orange.
orange. Loving that orange.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's all I've got done this week. Like everybody else, it's just been a crazy running in circles doing nothing thing.
Did you cut the marker lights out on that?
Oh, you noticed that, did you?
Yes, I did. Oh yeah, look at that.
Yeah,
You're not going to get nothing past Jason on a duster. I promise you that.
Yeah.
If I get it to right angle, you see my shirt through it.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
That's
did.
pretty cool.
I'm gonna light this one up. I'm gonna try to do marker lights and tail lights and headlights. That's the plan.
Yeah. That's awesome.
That's
awesome.
There's a secret to the whole process. It'll be in the final video.
Yeah.
It's not going to be seen before that.
Well, we'll be watching
on my senior build whether or not on that boot hill. It's got those big lights on either side of the body,
the lanterns.
Yeah, the lanterns.
Yeah.
I've got all the stuff to do it. I just don't know if I'm gonna. My lack of talent light might come on as I'm trying to do it because I've kind of tinkered with it a little bit, but I got to figure out where I'm going to hide the battery and whatnot.
Well, Seamus is the guy to look for.
Yeah, or just wait till Bruce gets the duster done and then get the pointers from his video.
Steal his ideas. Yeah.
That's all right. I didn't come up with the idea. Mr. Mark did on Grandpa Mark's Hobbies. I'm just doing a proof of concept.
See, there's another guy too that you got to watch his channel because I learn a lot from him too. Yeah,
he is an awesome builder.
Yeah.
There's a lot.
Yeah, I've had a really busy week this week too. So it's been all balls to the walls at work. I mean, been late nights and everything. So I think one night I got some time on the USAC build, and that was Tuesday night. I was actually in Bob's chat for a little bit, and I was wrenching on mine and got some stuff cut. But yesterday was a dud. Tonight will probably be a dud, and hopefully tomorrow we'll be back on the bench. So,
well, that's it. We gotta have these relaxed shows every once in a while. It's great having guests on, but every once in a while it's nice to just kind of relax and talk about the week you had and maybe something that you learned. We are going to start something new this week. I can't say we're ripping off another podcast because we'd actually been talking about doing it for quite some time, but after listening to theirs, they do the social media shout out. So I've got to come up with a cool name for it, but it's basically the idea is we're going to give somebody that we've been watching and like. We'll try to give somebody either up and coming or even if they're established, but if they're doing something cool, each one of us are going to pick one every week and give them a shout out. I got my guy picked out, and I know Jason's got his picked out, and I'm sure Bruce has got a whole laundry list of them. So listen to the end of the show. You might possibly hear your name.
Look at Bruce. Bruce is like, what?
I didn't study.
You didn't do your homework, Bruce? Oh, no. Man. I knew that doctor's appointment would get in the way.
Right?
Both of them did.
They'll do that. Have you guys seen anything new in the hobby that you want to talk about? Oh, look at a pupper dog. Uh-oh, I know what that means.
There's the man.
Yeah, I'll be back, folks. It's
puppy gotta pee.
It's Wednesday time.
Yeah. For me, it's just been I've been paying attention to those Dodges. I ordered the two A990 65 Cornets. I haven't gotten them yet.
Where'd you order them from?
I ordered them from Model Roundup or whatever.
Okay, I got mine. I think I got mine from Hobby Link, but I got mine pretty quick.
Yeah. No, I got confirmation on the tracking, so they should be here tomorrow. Which will be good. It's not like I'm going to build them tomorrow anyhow.
Brian, they're just going to sit on the shelf.
Yeah. The other one I'll probably order is the altered one, the altered version, the Dave Strickland car or whatever. But I did see on round 2 they re-released that big 64.5 Mustang.
Yep, I saw that too. Yep, and that
I think I'm gonna have to get one of those coming. So
yeah, I've seen that kit before. I've never built one, but that's a good looking kit. Opening doors, opening hood. You can build it a couple different ways.
And I'm pretty sure that's the one that Bob did a couple months back or whatever, that bluish one. Yeah.
It could be.
Yeah, I think that's what he did. So it looks like a really cool kit. I mean, the doors and everything open on it. And I got a few of them. I really want to do that 55 too. So me and T2 both have those 55s. So.
Probably the only curious thing I've done is we all know, or if we don't know, I'm telling you, Outlaw has sold out to MIG ammo. So I have finally ordered my first bottle of the new Outlaw, if you will. It's called A Stand from MIG Ammo. The rumor that I was told was they haven't changed anything. The only thing they're doing is putting it in a different bottle. And it's supposed to be the same formula, even I'm told, even made in the same place. Don't hold me to that. I'm just regurgitating what I heard. But hopefully, if that's the case, but I'm a big Alclad guy. I love Alclad paints. And black chrome is one of my favorites.
Yeah.
So I'm really interested in seeing it's coming. And Matt Lucas C turned me on to MIG Ammo sells it exclusively, this particular brand, but it's instead of bare metal foil, it's kind of like bare metal foil, but he says it's much, much better. So I got the aluminum one, and it's basically real thin bare metal type stuff, but instead of coming on a sheet, comes in a roll.
Okay.
So I'm pretty excited about getting that and trying that out. It's not like and again, I'm regurgitating what Matt said. It's not, you know how the chrome can be kind of toy looking-ish, too bright.
Yeah.
He said this aluminum that you get from them is really, really realistic for like door trim and chrome or chrome-ish body trim and all that. So
that's
the
good
one
to know.
I got a 5mm wide one and a 10mm wide one, and they weren't that bad. They were like $10 ish around that.
How many feet on a roll?
60. What's 10 meters? Whatever 10 meters is, because it's 10 with 10 meters. I think I did the math on it's like 60 something feet, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay. So that's pretty good. It's a pretty good amount then.
For that price, I thought it was fair and it was worth it to try it out. But again, the biggest thing was I want to try that that black chrome. I want to see if they've done anything to it. And, I know I've said it before, I'll say it again, but after Mr. Mark gave us that tip on putting that tester's enamel black down first and then the outcloud over it, I'll never go another way. That stuff works cool.
Yeah. No, that's a pretty good deal.
Yep.
You use the dehydrator then too?
I do. I dehydrate everything. If for no other reason. A lot of times I'll stick it in there just so nothing can, dust or, dog hair or anything like that can land on it. But typically when I put it in there, put something in there, I'm about 122 for about 7 hours. Because usually when I'm painting, right, it's the last thing I do before I go to bed, right? So I'll shoot my paint down and then stick it in the easy bake and leave it in there for 7 to 10 hours and be done with it. But
yeah, I got to order some paint. I was looking on MCW's page, but then I seen on their Facebook page that they were delays due to the storm and stuff going through there. So on the shipping and whatnot, or if they had issues with internet, or I don't remember what I read, but I just heard that they had some delays. So I'll probably wait another week, and then I got to order some paint for the USAC build and the Street Machine group build. So
speaking of delays from the weather and all, if anybody was affected by the storm, our prayers go out to you guys. I've been watching some horrific videos coming in out of Tennessee and the Carolinas that whole town's getting washed away. So if you guys are involved with that or have any family involved with that, we certainly send prayers out to y'all. But
videos are terrible, man.
They're terrifying.
You see the inside of people's houses where the water level was, and all their stuff is just destroyed. It's like sad,
this one dude, I guess he lived next to what was a creek, and he was videotaping, and here comes like a mudslide slash flash flood, and literally it wiped the porch out from underneath him. He jumps back into the house, and then there goes his car. Yeah, I mean, just like that. Boom. 1 second it's there, next second it's gone.
Hey,
Scary,
Leon.
scary. Hey, what's up, Leon? But anyway, speaking of group builds, you said you got any progress on yours? I saw some of your videos further ahead than I am.
We so even from the last video, we've chopped up all the sheet metal out of the frame structure of the USAC build, but the frame rails are still intact. So we've got another video that will probably be out this weekend. And there's some roll bars and chassis bars that are in there now. So we're actually starting to build the chassis. We're doing it all scratch. Like my video, I showed that I printed some back halves and stuff like that, but it just wasn't going to fit this build. So we're going to scratch build the cage. We're going to scratch build all the back half of the chassis and make it as authentic as we possibly can in the short amount of time that we've got. So
cool. Now, my question to you is, the one that I'm building, I've kind of shifted gears. I think we've talked about it already, but I'll tell the listeners. I've shifted gears a little bit. I was going to go with a Pro Touring chassis and kind of make it more or less a twin to the 67, same type of chassis and that same type of build. Yep. I think I'm definitely going to go with this Pro Stock chassis that I got from Iceman. Well, my question to you is, if it's a Pro Stock car, do I take out the emblems and the trim and all that? I mean, or does that stay?
Well, I mean, if you're gonna, you can still keep the body intact however you want, right? I mean, if you want to leave the emblems on it, but basically there was no Pro Stock Duster in that era, or I mean, Dart in that era, really. I mean, Pro Stock didn't start till 70, really. So them are super stock cars. The super stock cars all had floor pans, front frame rails, and especially in 68, they had the rear frame rails. That's why they notched the quarters up to clear the tires, because they didn't take the rear frame rails out. So today's standards have changed. The tire is bigger. They've tubbed them basically, or as we'll use Pappy's words, they pro streeted them. So they removed the rear frame rails now, but they still have floor pans in them. They still have front frame clips in them, but they're tubing them, whether it's square tube or round tube, in the back halves, and then they tie it all in the cage. So that's what I'm doing. And then they reallocated that to a super stock AH instead of super stock AA. So
that's cool. So I guess with a full tube chassis, it's going to be kind of
full tube chassis. Just do whatever you want.
Artist, yeah. I'm not recreating somebody's car, so it's going to be an artist rendition, if you will.
Right.
Yeah.
So if you want to,
wait a minute. I just used the word. I just used a word to describe myself. It does not fit. Artist.
Yeah. Yeah.
How about a hack guy? That's me. I'm the hacker.
Yeah. So I mean, if you want emblems on your drag car, you can have emblems. If you're going to go, I think, with a full drag motif where you're going to put a name on the door and all that stuff and contingency stickers, then you might want to take the badges off, because I mean, they took all that stuff off because it's weight, you know. Right. So
just a thought.
But you know, like you said, it's all up to you what you decide to do. And you know, who's to say that you don't change your mind by Friday, you know, and then you're back to the pro touring thing, you know. So
yeah, that's true too. If I've already hacked up this damn chassis, so I'm going to have to use it, because the real truth is I'm going to do both. I just don't know if I'm going to do. I'm not committing to doing both during the time frame. I'm going to do both, because that pro touring thing, I've really gotten into that. I genuinely like that, and that V5 chassis from Iceman is phenomenal. You can use it as a whole. You can use it like I did on the 67, tie into basically the belly pan, and then have everything else underneath there. And
yeah, the Charger's awesome. You know,
it's coming along. It's coming along.
Yeah.
Well, except
there's BG.
Oh, hey, Mr. BG.
Hey, Rez. There's Larry. There's Mark again. Oh,
You guys are awesome for checking in. We're having a laid back day today. We're doing kind of this garage talk type thing. We can go ahead and if you guys don't mind, I'll go ahead and talk about next week's guest.
Go for it.
We are blessed, myself and now the show. We're friends with the man that owns Scale Finishes Paint, and we are going to have Mr. Jameston on as a guest next week, next Thursday. He's going to come on and talk a little bit about his product and paint in general, give us a little bit of history about him. As many of y'all may or may not know, I am a huge Scale Finishes fan. Love their stuff. I'm not a chemist. I'm not a guy that paints for a living. So to be able to, I've just now, I'll tell you how bright this bulb is. I've just now gotten to where I can do half and half with Unicorn Tears and Mr. Finisher 500 black. So I'm just now getting that figured out. So the last thing I needed was to have to add this and that together to make a color. And that's how I found Scale Finishes. And I use them a lot. I've got like 1 or 2 bottles up there on the wall. But we're excited to have him on next week.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's gonna be, would be the first time that I've actually met him. We've talked several times on the phone and emails and whatnot. But this will be the first time I've actually had a chance to meet him, so I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, that's going to be interesting to meet him, pick his brain, get a little more information of his product, because I've never used his product yet. I know you sent me a couple bottles. I just haven't shot it on a body yet, just on spoons. But spoons are spoons. So
right. I think his perspective, even obviously he's going to plug his product. Can't blame him there,
yeah.
But he's a lifetime painter, so he's going to be able to maybe help us out with some tips and tricks on what to use, what not to use, how to use it. So beyond pushing his product, I think he's going to bring a lot to the table when it comes to paint. Maybe tell us exactly why different paints react to each other the way they do. We'll let him spill his knowledge and rain his wisdom down on all of us.
Well, right. And, the other thing that's been kind of a hot topic, I'd say the last really month that's been really hot is what primers to use, right? Yeah. A lot of people like the Mr. Hobby stuff. Some people like the Tamiya. And then myself, I like the Duplicolor stuff too. And now I seen today Barbados Rex is doing a Duplicolor shootout, So that'd be kind of interesting question to ask him too, is what primer do you recommend for your product, or what have you seen the best success with, as far as brand or lacquer or.
And I'll have to write this question down because I've been told, and again, I'm regurgitating what I've been told. I don't know if it's right or wrong, but I've been told that the Duplicolor is literally the same thing as Tamiya and Mr. Surfacer.
I couldn't tell you. I don't know. I will say the best stuff that I've used so far, and who's to say it's not the same as all those, has been the PPG, the automotive stuff that I used on one of my builds. That stuff laid down really flat. So, but I don't know. I've had good luck with all of them, really. I've had good luck with the Mr. Hobby. The only Tamiya one that I've used has been the color pink, Yeah. Uh-oh. Somebody's getting ice cream. Where's my ice cream?
It's an inside joke.
Yeah.
Is that
Jason's bad about showing up to meetings. We're supposed to be talking about the show, and he's on some ice cream.
Yeah. That's not fair. She's going to eat ice cream without us, man.
That is not good. Hey, what's up, Tim? Pappy? I use PPG 2K Clear, Jason. Okay.
Yeah, I use that too. That's good stuff.
I just got turned on to Chuck, and I did a video on it, but Chuck from Chuck's Hobby Spot turned me on to the SPI Clear 2K Clear. I got it from Tropical Glitz. There it goes. I drew a blank there for a minute, but it's basically.
You should be able to get that on an auto parts paint supplier.
I would guess. Too. I got it from there because that's where it was, and I didn't know, but the production clear coat, the activator, and the reducer. Yes, I'm the same guy that just said 5 minutes ago I didn't want a chemistry set. Now I got one.
I wasn't going to say it, but
me either.
You walked yourself right into that one. So
didn't I? Well, Chuck was telling me that it's really a game changer. It wasn't horribly expensive. The biggest thing that I was looking at, and I think we've had this conversation, but the biggest thing I was looking at with the 2K clears that I was getting, from Scale Finishes, which I love the product, but it's only like 2 ounces of it, right? So by the time you buy enough to do, and that quart, it was, I think it was $50 or $60 for that quart, but that's a lot of product. And what I was told was that be careful opening and closing. It allows air to get in there, right? And it'll cause it to go bad. So open it, then put some of it into a 2-ounce bottle, seal it, or 4-ounce bottle, seal it back up, put it away, work out of the 4-ounce bottle that you're opening and closing. So if you do leave it open or whatever and it destroys it, it only destroys the 4 ounces. You still got your quart, and you're not taking the lid on and off that many times. So I'm gonna put that piece of information into work, and with any luck, that'll work out. I gotta test spoon it because I'm not spraying it on that paint job. The paint job on that 67. I told you I screwed up the roof.
Yeah,
I had to go back, take it all, and put it back on.
Jeff Flawless in here too. How's it going, Jeff?
Hey, my bearded brother. What's up, Jeff?
Hi, Jeff.
Got Taylor from Too Tall's Model Garage too.
There he is. We definitely want to say thank you to the chat. You guys keep popping in here and saying hey to us. We appreciate it. You guys
love all the support.
Yeah, definitely appreciate all the support. We're happy that you guys are enjoying what we're doing here. We're just 2 dummies that got 3 dummies. You're in the group now, Bruce. You're a smart guy. But you're one of the dummies.
Yeah.
We started this thing out not knowing what we were doing or what direction we were headed, but by God, we knew we wanted to do something. So we can't thank you guys enough.
AMC stands for All Morons Club or something now.
All Morons Club. Well, I was going to say peepholes in Morons Club, but I'm really the only peephole.
Or you do like Chuck does, and who watches this shit or this crap?
This crap. Why do you watch this crap? That dude is so funny. He hit me up over the weekend. Guess what? I said, what's that? I said, I'm in California at a model show, and you're not. I was like,
yeah. I could see him saying that too.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So, Bruce, what else you got on your agenda for group builds? You just got a couple, or you got 3 or 4? Or
oh well, I still got the Roundy round that I'm working on. It needs decals, the final coat of clear on it. Actually, quick shine. Sorry. And let's see. I got the under 1,000 group build. I'm halfway through. That ends the end of the month. I'll get there. Then there's Paul's illustrated customs, a custom illustrated group build. I'm working on 49 Mercury on. It's almost Paul. I'm getting there, buddy. So that's pretty much everything's like that far.
Yeah.
Or that far.
You wanna enlighten the people of your awesome build you got going with Grandpa Mark there and your collaboration, or
that was this guy. This 71 Duster. What we did was he does awesome detail work on engines, interiors, cars, the whole works. So I was teasing him one time in one of his videos about, I'd be I'm just gonna start sending my engines over and letting you do them. And I was poking fun. Well, we were just outside. And he took me serious. He said, send it. So I sent him the engine out of the 71 Duster. Let me find the box.
Yeah, it's truly amazing the amount of detail that Grandpa Marks puts in his motors.
He does do it.
He likes to work with what's in the kit too.
Yeah, I'm gonna change cameras here, I think.
While you're doing that, I'm going to let everybody know that Paul just kicked an anthill. Did you see what he said? He wants to know when we're having the first AMC Live Cast group build.
Oh Christ!
I can't get in another group build. I haven't even started on Jason's yet. I haven't even started.
To be honest with you, I don't even know what you would do different, right? I mean, there's so many group builds, and they all got great.
I've had this. I say it's a running joke, but it might get some traction and maybe get some life. But I want to do the abandoned kit, the one you started and never finished. Yeah. So, right, you put that away because you got into another group build. But if I do that, then I got to pull the pacer out. And I know if I pull that pacer out and finish it up, I'll be happy, but I'll be like, dang, it's a lot of work.
I got a Challenger that I started 25 years ago, and I just found it in the box. It's like just in mock-up phase, and it's like, oh my God, I should really finish that thing. So
Elliot from Scale Effect just says, does it have to, if it's an AMC group build, does it have to be an AMC car? If we did that, probably only be a handful of people that would build one. Like, who the hell builds an AMC?
About guy. 5.
This guy.
5 of us in there.
Right?
I had to start the camera. I didn't have it on. Crazy Bruce. What kind of producer did you guys hire anyway?
We get what we pay for.
Okay. Well, I want to show you this. This is, let me close the lid. This is how it came. Minus the blue tape. This is the crate that it came in. Inside a box,
Okay.
This is the breather.
I mean, he made this foam thing like the Danbury Mint would send you.
Right?
The motor.
Look at that.
Yeah.
Look at that. That's
you can see the gold. You can see the little gold tips on the white filter.
Wow.
Yep.
And I get turned around here, right?
Look at that yellow plug wires too. Look at that.
That's right, yellow plug wires.
But look at all the fuel lines, the vacuum lines. I mean, Mark did a tremendous job on this motor for Bruce. Fuel filter, throttle spring, everything, you know.
It's there.
Come on, focus.
Focus.
He's even got the bypass hose going from the water pump to the manifold and everything.
Dude, that is spectacular work.
Yeah.
He said he knocked this out in about 2 hours.
Jeez.
Yeah.
And there's a magnet right down in there.
Yeah. That would take me 3 days just to get the wiring done. And then the magnet holds the air cleaner on. That is crazy cool.
Yeah. He did a tremendous job on it.
There is no way, and of course I'm half blind in one eye and 2/3 blind in the other, that I'd ever do that. So everybody got a sneak peek of the video that I haven't edited yet.
That is incredible.
Well, this is the best place to give them a sneak peek, and
that's it.
Maybe more people will go over there and watch. We waiting for that video.
Well, speaking of sneak peeks, Bruce, are you ready to do some accepting? We're going to talk about where they can find us next week on the live cast. We'll try to walk everybody over there. So, you ready? No?
Go, hang on a second. Let me get to the. There we go.
There it is. All right, guys. So you know what's been coming. We've been broadcasting from my channel, that Scale Model Outlaw, and we still are going to simulcast to my channel. However, the home channel for your Thursday night AMC Live Cast starting next week will be at the new Facebook, or excuse me, YouTube that you see on the screen. Yeah, it's a new YouTube channel just for the show. So I will be able to see the chat, and Bruce will be able to see the chat But as many of you know, if you're not on the home one, you're not going to see all the chats.
Yeah.
So
the live
please,
chat will be focused on the actual Automotive Live Cast channel.
So please go over, and if you got time now, go over and get involved, give us a sub or whatever, and get in. That way, there you'll be ready next week. Again, we will be simulcasting to mine, but if you want to see all the chat, you're gonna have to go to that channel. I know it's a bit of an inconvenience, but this thing is growing. We got growing pains, and this is something that we need to do. We also are going to probably do some put some ads on there, and you guys will be able to keep up better with what we're doing as far as different shows that we might be going to, different hosts or guests that we might be having, different topics.
Post out further too, so that we can book our guests and post out, and that way if there's a particular show that you're extremely looking forward to seeing or a specific guest, you'll be able to mark that on your calendar. Wait, we've even got Mars in here. Wow, he made it.
What's up, Mars?
What's going on?
Yay!
And we also already had the channels up and running over there. We also already have this is episode 9, so we've got
all 8's over there.
All 8's over there. And this one will be there
10
too.
On 10/10/24, everybody.
Right?
Yep.
How cool is that?
Watch Jason's video on that.
Yep. That's a sign from the 10 gods. Of course, what it is because I'm a perfect 10, right? So it's going to be a perfect 10.
I'm perfect 12.
Episode. Perfect 12. Real truth is, on a scale of 1 to 10, I'm like a 3. But I love being 3. Oh dang!
Well, they got Boston Buds. What's going on, Buds?
What's up, Buds?
Yeah, it's gonna be a lot of fun. I mean, the show deserves its own channel,
certainly,
and then that way, anybody's private channels become back their private channels, and you might have different sponsors than what I got from my channel, so it just works out better that way. So
it's its own entity at that point, and like I said, we'll still simulcast to my channel as well, just because. Doesn't cost us anything extra. It's a click of a button, so we'll make it happen. But definitely, if you want to be involved in the chat and see everybody that's in the chat, you have to go to that channel.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, you have to come to this.
Yeah,
the AMC channel.
The AMC channel. And we also already have a email. If Bruce, if you want to pop that up there, if you guys have any show questions, show suggestions, ideas, thoughts, we are wide open to whatever you guys want to talk about. We're here to entertain y'all and talk about the hobby. And if we're blessed enough to have a guest that we can introduce the world to, or get somebody on here, we love having them. We cherish all the guests that we've had so far. I mean, starting with Jason and BG here recently, and Matt and Mark, Paul. We've had a bunch of really good guys on here, and
been very fortunate.
Yeah, very fortunate.
Yeah. And then the timing just worked out great. I mean, it was a real honor to get Mark and Matt on there, being that the USAC thing just got announced like a week or two prior. So, I mean, it's really good to just bring the community together on these topics and explore these group builds. It'd be kind of nice to go forward with that too, as maybe other channels have their group builds, bring those guys on here. You know what I'm saying? That'd be really kind of cool to let them kind of, talk about their group builds. There's so many of them, and obviously we all participate in them. I mean, I wish I could build one for every group build, but I just can't,
I feel you. I can't even keep up with my group build, or I say mine and Jason Hanscom's group build.
I haven't even started that one. I started Jason's Street Machine group build, but I haven't started your guys' short track build yet. There was another one that I thought I was going to do too, and I can't even remember it.
I've been using the excuse that I'm waiting on STS to send me my decals, but he sent me a proof the other day. Oh,
I'm further ahead.
Yes, you are. But he sent me the proof the other day, so I'm waiting for those to come in. That'll be the straw that breaks the camel's back for me. I won't have any excuses then. I'll have to get back on that roundy round car.
Yeah.
It's not that I'm not excited to do it, but I want to get this Charger done, and then I want to get on to Jason's, and then I got the USAC build, and I'm a super, super slow builder anyway. How many of y'all are super slow builders? I've produced, start to finish, like 4 kits this year, and that's it.
I've started 4 kits.
Yeah. And that's not counting the motorcycle that I started and didn't finish yet. That's another one.
Well, the thing for me, I guess that's in my favor this year versus the others is last weekend I started already winterizing stuff around here. It's starting to get chilly, so I'm starting to get stuff put away. And then once that stuff's put away, then this is pretty much where I'm going to be for most of it. And then come Christmas time, I always take a lot of vacation time up. So then I'll be just jamming out here on these builds. So, but
yeah,
I still got to get further.
It was chilly today. It's like 71 or 72 degrees. Oh, that's because I was in an air conditioned cab all day. That's why.
Night, Fred.
Night, Fred.
But no, we're still high 80s, 90s, but the humidity isn't as bad. So
a modeling hermit. You got to put that one up there, Bruce.
Modeling hermit.
Yeah. It says, are you supposed to finish kits when you start them? That's pretty good.
Technically, I think that's the plan, but it never seems to work.
Yeah.
It just happens, right? You get started, and I've tried to stay focused, and because I'm bad about it.
Yeah.
I'm trying to stay focused, and then I use the old cliche, and I learned this a while ago. If you look at every part of the kit as a kit itself, right? So you kind of build it in stages, and then but when it comes together in the end, it all comes because you've pre-fit and you've done all your stuff and you paint and you've done everything's right, and so when the last 10% the last 20 of the last 30% goes real fast. And then there's the detail stuff, right? And that last 10% is what I put in my video. That last 10% is always the hardest because you're like, oh, forgot this. Got to get that right.
Yeah.
Oh, boogered that up. Got to fix that.
Yeah.
It's sliding that chassis in the body.
Yeah. Well, I made the mistake of getting my body and my chassis together and taking pictures of it. And everybody's like, oh, it looks cool. Okay, it's almost done. I'm like, no, I'm just getting started.
Is that Tiffany for the Dirt Road Cinderella? Is that her name? Am I getting that right?
Dirt Road Cinderella. Yes, Tiffany is her first name. Yeah.
Tiffany. Okay. Yeah, I hear you about the leaves. We're starting to drop here as well in Minnesota. So
mine's already fallen.
Yeah.
In Indiana.
Sluggo, we've got we're talking to Chuck from Chuck's Hobby Spot. He's a 3D guy. Jason is a damn good 3D guy, 3D printed guy. I could send out, if you guys are interested, I could send out talk to Joel from Iceman, see if he's interested. I've recently started having some chats with Josh Reese. I don't know if either one of those guys would be interested. Of course, we'd love to have either one. Matthew Windman, for that matter. Matthew. We can definitely put. Jesus, 110.
110, you can keep that, BG.
Yeah, but it's dry air out there. It's dry.
Yeah, dry air.
But yeah, definitely we can reach out to those guys. I would love to have those guys on here. I don't know if they want to be on our little show, but it don't hurt to ask, right? What's the worst they can say is no, kind of like dating back in high school. You can ask. The worst they can say is no.
Yeah, did you see what my wife just put?
Oh, I didn't know the boss was in here. I started a Kodak Gaster kit. Me and Jason were in the early years of going out and never finished it. Around 25 years or so ago. That's why me and Miss Brenda are kindred spirits, because I got a pacer that I started 2 years ago and it's still down.
And it's the cool kit. It's that pink box art one. It's a nice kit.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep, that's cool stuff. Oh, so excited about the new channel. Looking forward to that. And then Bruce can run his creativities with his commercials and his
absolutely
flyers. And I just
notifications, and we'll have some organization.
Well, I don't know if I'll have it. You guys might have some organization.
That last one's kind of pushing it a bit there.
Listen, I've said it before. I'll say it again. I'm just a mouthpiece, man.
That guy down there.
Me and Bruce, we worked hard all weekend last weekend.
You sure did. You sure did.
We did. We had like 3 board meetings, and you missed all 3 of them.
One night, Monday. We were supposed to have
Monday.
we were supposed to have our little meeting on Monday. I sat down after dinner, sat there on the couch and started watching this new show on Netflix called Heels. And the next thing I know, I'm waking up at 2:00 in the morning. And Stephanie comes out of her room and is like, "You're snoring. Go to bed." It's like, okay, I'm sorry. And I got the text the next morning. Hey, I'm here. Nobody's here. It's like, sorry, Bruce, I fell asleep.
Oh, TJ, you want me to send you some snow, TJ?
No snow. I feel you, Bob. Takes me forever to get it done. I don't know if it's just run out of gas or if it's just, you're trying to get those last minute things in there. I watched Mark Betson's video about when he decided to put the Mustang aside and focus on the 132nd car. And, so it's good to know that people of his caliber and build quality run into the same crap we do. Listen, it's easy to chase all those rabbits. Got to focus to get one done,
Yeah.
All right, TJ. Mark said to send you the snow. I'm going to send you some snow this winter.
I don't miss that. When I lived in Vermont when I was a kid, the only thing I miss about it is ice fishing. And I don't know why, because I froze to death whenever I was ice fishing. But when I look back, that's probably the one thing I miss is standing out there in the middle of the daggum Lake Champlain or Lake Bombazine fishing through 15 feet of ice. That's an exaggeration, but 3 feet of ice. And cold, and you're just standing there looking like a freaking moron in a skidoo suit.
Yeah. Well, even like what Larry just said. So Larry is probably one of the closest ones to me. He's right down in South Dakota, probably 4 hours from me. But he said he was raised in Hawaii and he lives in South Dakota, and it gets cold there too. So that's a hell of a swing,
Right?
He showed some videos from his back doors.
Yep.
Yeah, it's cold there.
Yeah, I have friends that are there too. So, yeah.
But so we want to try this new thing out. You guys ready to do your?
Absolutely.
I still haven't come up with a good name for it yet, though. Give me time. I'll come up with some good name.
Let's call it a channel shout out.
That's it. We'll call it the channel shout out. So, Jason, you want to go first? I know that you need to go first because one of your guys is within earshot.
So mine is going to be my good friend Joe here, the Big Sky Model Workshop. I love Joe's channel. I love his enthusiasm. You got to go check this channel out if you haven't already. He's jumping up fast with the subscribers. I mean,
sorry, I'm slow on the button.
Yeah. Really fast. Got some really great builds there. Of course, I love the Demon there. So go check out Joe. You won't be disappointed. So I love it. How about you, Bruce? What you got?
Well, I don't have a card. Wait a minute, or do I? I think I do. Hang on a second. Okay, I lost it. Anyway, it's Donnie Giffen over at Donnie Giffen.
Yeah, that's another
good guy.
He sent me a card, and I'm rearranging my paint rack, and that's where I stick them. But so I know I got to make a video. But anyway, it's over there somewhere. So yeah, he does lots of cool little builds, and I enjoy his channel. He's just a laid back fella, kind of like me, just puttering along.
Hell yeah, that's the way to do it.
And that's I've been trying to find some of the little guys. So I got a couple others I was looking for, but I couldn't find them real fast because I didn't study.
You didn't do your homework.
Next week.
That's it.
Yeah, I mean next week and the week after and the week after.
We're gonna try to do this once a week if we don't get too wrapped. Honestly, if we get wrapped up in a guest or something, but maybe we can even get the guests involved. Maybe they got somebody they'd like to give a shout out to.
There you go. That's an idea.
Yep.
My shout out goes to Tim at Eclectic-World. He recently sent me a shop card. He's got a lot of cool stuff going on over there. He's been a fan of mine, and I've been a fan of his. So I want to hold him up to the light. Y'all go check out Tim at Eclectic-World. Lots of cool stuff going on over there. Cool channel, and a really nice guy. He just somebody different that you don't hear of every day, or even if you do hear, it can be the big guys too, for that matter. Just if you got something going on. I mean, we didn't do it individually, but like I said, blowing up Mark because of that 132nd scale car. I mean, we'd be remiss if we didn't mention that. That thing is so cool. But we just want to give those guys a chance.
2 videos in the last 2 days or so, So, and if you don't know what we're talking about, if you just got in here or whatever, go check out Mark Batson 007. He's posted a couple new videos here of the 132nd scale Dale Earnhardt car that he's creating, because it's a snap kit to start. So I'd say, would you guys agree 95% of it is scratch built?
Yeah, he did a lot of stuff. I mean, those kits aren't known to be overly detailed and great to begin with. Even the glue ones. There's a cool one. There's Donnie's. All right.
There's Donnie's card.
That's cool. But those kits aren't known to be very detailed anyway. And then for him, wow, that's a good looking build right there. Is that a 56, 55? Nice.
Yeah, that's awesome. Cool. Yeah, Donnie's a good guy. He comments on a lot of my videos too. He's a great guy.
He's a good supporter of lots of channels.
He probably would comment on mine if I would make a daggum video.
He says 56.
Yeah, 56. He's in the chat. So thanks for the support, Donnie. Thanks for the support, Joe. Thanks for the support, Tim, if you're in here.
Everybody, actually. Thank you.
Yeah, to everybody. We appreciate
everybody it. Everybody seems to you go into the chat and leave a comment. Chat. You go to the comments, leave a comment. You big words, Bruce. And you see all these names, they're all right here on my screen.
Same here. I got mine on my phone over here.
Yeah.
You see all these same names in the comments, which, it's kudos to everybody because we all support each other.
Amen.
And when you find a new person, everybody seems to give a little shout out here or there, and everybody goes over there. I'm trying to find it. I went to a guy the other day. He only had 4 subscribers. I was number 5. I can't remember who it was.
I think it was probably Shane, wasn't it?
No, it wasn't Shane. It was before that.
Okay.
Oh, was it before that?
A couple of days before that. And now I wish I could remember because I'd love to put him up here.
Yeah, if you figure out who that is, make sure you let us know, and then
I'm going to try. I was looking for it earlier today.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would have been a good one too, Shane, getting up there. What a nice guy. He's in the one of the
I forgot about him.
Private groups that we're in. Coast to Coast. Great guy.
80
Yeah, I was going to use him, but if I'm going to be completely honest, I didn't do all of my homework either, and I didn't write down his information, so I didn't want to give out bad or false information. But
you can't be missing you can't miss the board meetings. I told you.
I told you. I'm a mouthpiece. I'm just here to make noise. Like Chuck says, I don't know why you watch this crap. Well, we're creeping up on our hour, guys, and I know usually about the time we say we're creeping up on our hour, another 30 minutes later, we finally get off. But
what Red Hill Rod and Customs just said, he's found many great channels through shout outs. Yeah, absolutely, sir.
Absolutely.
Thank you, William.
Shane's channel name is 180 Out Hobby.
Yeah.
I remember that. 180 Out. I'll remember that. yeah, again, nice guy, super nice guy. And of course, Mars would know because Mars is like a genius. He knows everything. You tell him something, it's like a computer. He just spins through his, Rolodex. Boop, there it is. Spits it right out. Knows what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, I know. I subscribed to it right away when I seen it in the group.
Yeah. So did I.
I'm just glad that he did. I'm glad he did a channel. That the build he's working on is going to be really cool to see as he progresses with it. So that's really cool.
That's it. That's it.
Here, Larry's got one.
Yeah,
TJ's
bench,
bench.
Yeah.
I think okay.
I think I got him. I'll have to double check.
I did too.
Mars, you can tell that story about how you just make sci-fi cars or you're just the Rust guy. Those of us that have seen your builds, we know that you are across the board great builder.
Yeah.
And you're using cell phone parts to make space vehicles. That is cars that are half Jedi, half cell phone, half, I don't know, Tyrannosaurus Rex for all I know.
It's
Dude,
a board.
super creative.
Board
Way
cube.
So many parts that you wouldn't guess are common household things until he points them out on the build. You just don't know. I mean, it's really cool what Mars does with some of his sci-fi builds.
Dude, we were in the Coast to Coast monthly meeting, and he started talking about, well, I took a transformer out of a ceiling fan and hooked it up to a diode out of a telephone, and then I crossed those two together. I'm like, my circuits were frying. I didn't know what he was saying. But then he showed it to me. I'm like, cool.
Yeah, when he used a cell phone, that blew my mind on that one.
He says, I even got
a spoon. It's a cell phone.
I even got a spoon on one. See that? Strainer valves, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Unless you guys got something, we're going to go ahead and let these chat people go do their thing. And we definitely want to say again, we appreciate everybody in the chat getting in. Hope you guys liked our more relaxed version of the show. We love our guests, but it's always nice just to sit back and chill out and talk crap and kick some ideas around, and
we've got a couple other ideas as well that we're going to discuss as far as some other nights in between guests. But there'll be more to come as we move over to the next channel, the next phase. So that's going to be very cool to be the 10th episode on 10/10/24. Make sure you go over there. Also check out the email address that Bruce has got going across the bottom here. If you've got any kind of tips, tricks, suggestions for the show, things that you might want to see, please hit us up. We will be more than happy to try and answer your emails or bring the questions up on the channel if you're all right with it during the live show. We're growing. We've got a lot of growing pains yet. We've conquered a lot of growing pains. We really have. But it's still been a lot of fun for the three of us. I hope I'm not speaking out of turn for the other two, but to me, we're having fun. This is what this is about, and we're very excited for what the future may bring for this live cast. So
I echo that. Also, like Jason was saying, the new channel, and next week we are going to have Mr. Jameston from Scale Finishes on as our guest, so we'll get some painting tips and tricks from him. And Jason, now that you brought it up, that Minnesota voice just nails on a chalkboard. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. You guys are awesome, and we definitely enjoy doing this. The growing pains are there. We've got them, but we're working through them. I think if you watch our first video compared to even this one, we've learned to work out, and it just becomes a rhythm, or it becomes just like hanging out and talking, And if I hear Jason say, Mike, breathe one more time, I'm going to find a big, tall bridge with rocks at the bottom.
Breathe. Breathe. Hey, BG said to breathe too, Mike.
Yeah, breathe.
Man, BG, I thought you were on my team, bro.
I'm just going to say the same thing everybody else did. It's great to have everybody here. We're still learning, and I got to learn how to push all the right buttons, not just some of them. And we're getting there. I'm glad everybody's so patient with us. You come back every week. The awesome chat is just flying by still. Everybody saying good night. Mars Garage, he's just a happy guy today, apparently.
He's
even smiling. And I want to thank each and every one of the people that put out group builds because they keep us all busy.
Yeah.
Thank you, everybody. And Mars, I hope you enjoyed my group build. I thought it was my best ever. But
yeah.
Shameless plug.
Shameless plug.
I gotta remember which camera I'm looking at here. So
well, speaking of shameless plugs,
Bruce.
Speaking of shameless
hey, Mom,
plugs,
he's doing it again.
I said that we flowed together real well, but you keep cutting me off.
Speaking
of shameless plugs,
what?
One more time. Speaking of shameless plugs, and since you have the floor, Bruce, how about you tell everybody that might be new where they can find you?
Me? Oh, hey, I'm over Bruce's Eclectic-World. Yep,
right.
that'd be where I was at.
What about that dodo bird sitting next to you? Where can we find that guy?
KRD, Klein Race Car Designs. It's at KRD 12K.
And I am Mike, the Scale Model Outlaw. Thank you guys so very much. Y'all have a great Thursday night. The weekend's coming. TGIF tomorrow. We appreciate everybody tuning in. Don't forget, next week, the Automotive Model Car Live will be on 10/10/24 at the Automotive Model Cars Live Cast on YouTube. So you go over there, subscribe to that, check it out, and we'll be broadcasting from there. So until then, you all have a great week. Be safe. God bless everybody. And until next Thursday, good night.
Good night, everybody.
Peace.